Hey everybody, Deplorable Bobby here, and this is the way I see it. I want to give you a heads up. Tonight at 9 p.m. Michelle at Forbidden Information and I are going to go live. We're going to do a panel. We're going to talk about our trip to D.C. and we're going to talk about abortion. We're going to talk about child trafficking. We're going to talk about all the things that are important to you and us. So join us tonight at 9 p.m. for a live stream. It's going to be a panel, and I think you'll enjoy it. Join Michelle and I, because it's going to be a good time. What I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to get things worked out on the laptop that I just got. I'm having trouble with it because I'm not really tech smart. So hello, Cherry. How are you? It's good to see you, sweetie. I'm glad to see you here. I just hopped in here for a minute. I just wanted to try to make this thing work. So thank you for joining me, Sherry, the great douchebag. Hey, how are you? This was intended to be just a quick 10-second video, but since y'all are popping in, I'm going to hang around for a minute. Really looking forward to our live stream tonight on the panel. I think Michelle and I are going to be able to get some information out there that you haven't heard and maybe some things you don't know about. But I'll tell you right now, Michelle and I are dead serious about going to D.C. in the later part of August, early September. And we're going to go up there and we're going to try to make a little noise. We're going to try to get some interviews. We're going to try to knock on some doors. We're going to try to, and if it means it, we're going to piss some people off. But either way, hello, Tony, how are you doing? Either way, Michelle and I are going to do our level best to get there. And I haven't told her this yet, but if it comes down to it, when time gets short and we don't have enough money for us both to go, then I will donate whatever money that was given to me to her so she can go. Because one of us has to make it. And if we don't get the money we need to make this trip, then I'm going to do whatever I can to help her get there. I'm counting on going. I want to be there. Don't mistake me for one moment. My intention is to go to D.C., and I intend to be with Michelle, and I pretend to go with her every step that she takes, making sure that she's safe. I'll not let any harm come to Michelle. I promise you that. But as we go on through this, these months of trying to gather money, I mean, it's difficult, and neither one of us want to beg for money. But this trip is going to be more than either one of us can afford. And people like Tony Patriot and the great douchebag and Dangerous Freedom, Liberty Smith, Boston Girl, like I say, the great dirtbag, you've all donated to my channel, and I'm very grateful. Maybe we're going to be able to make this thing work. I'm only doing this video just to make sure that I know how to do it. I'm here by myself. Spirit Talker's not with me, so I think I did okay just getting on here. But I want you to remember that tonight at Forbidden Information and I will have a panel. I want you to tune in, support us. Believe me, abortion is not a topic that a lot of people want to hear. And it's hard to grow subscribers when you talk about things that are always so sad and so evil. But we try, and we're going to keep on trying. We're not going to give up. Michelle and I have struggled to get subscribers, and little by little we're getting more. But we need support. We need support from fellow patriots. We need support from our friends. We need to get the word out that Michelle and I are doing our level best to make this work. And we're going to make it work, God willing. And like I said, if something were to happen to where we have enough money for one to go, I will give my money to Michelle to make sure that she makes this trip. But I have a burden on my heart to go, and I'm hoping that we can both do that. And only time will tell. I'm not one to beg for money. I never have. My daddy would roll over in his grave if I begged for money. But I'll tell you right now, your donations are appreciated by Michelle and I, and they're very needed. But we're going to do what we can do to get to D.C. So tune in tonight for Michelle's panel. and it's going to be fun. I promise you it's going to be a good time. As long as I don't screw it up on my end with the tech end of it, everything is going to be good. And Michelle and I are going to have a good talk tonight. So please tune in at 9 p.m. tonight to me and Michelle. We're going to have a panel. I'm Deplorable Bobby, and this is the way I see it. People, I'm going to sign off. I want to thank all of y'all that joined in right now. It's amazing how many of you just jumped on my channel as soon as I went live. And yeah, I love you too, Susie Williams. I love you too. And Jervis, how are you doing? Forbidden Information. Shonda, hello. The Great Dirtbag, man, good to see you always. Jervis, you're a heck of a guy, man. I love you. You're right on top of things. And of course, Cherry is here. And I appreciate every one of you. I mean, this is amazing. I just went on here to put out a little statement, and here I've got all of y'all in here talking to me. So if y'all want to talk to me, you have a question, throw it out there. And if you don't, I'm going to sign off here in a minute, but I'll be happy to talk to you. All you have to do is throw me a question. So remember, tonight at 9 p.m., Michelle and I from Forbidden Information are going to have a panel. And we're hoping that you all join in. We need your support. We ask for your support. All we have to do is keep our nose to the grindstone and work hard every day. And we're going to get to where we need to be. And that's going to be a lot more subscribers, a lot more people hearing our information, and a lot more people finding out that in D.C., we can make a difference. And we're going to do our level best to do that. We're going to knock on doors. We're going to try to set up appointments to meet with certain people. And like Michelle said, John Scalise is one of the first I would love to talk to. Maybe I'll get a chance to throw that Second Amendment in there on him, since he was the one that was shot on the baseball field that day. So we're looking forward to having a good time. Hello, Tony Patriot. How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you here. Like I said, this was an improv. It wasn't meant to be a live stream. I was just going to throw it out there. So everybody, support Michelle at Forbidden Information. Her PayPal information has just popped up. So be sure you subscribe to her, and be sure that you support her before you support me. I want her to go to D.C. for sure. Believe me, I want to go. Oh, I have a burden to go. I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, if it comes down to it and we just don't have the money to go, I'm going to give my money to her to make sure that she makes the trip. So people, I'm going to sign off. I didn't mean to run so long. I just wanted to do a little short video. And Jervis, Forbidden Information, Tony Patriot, Susie Williams, Terry Chris. How are you doing, people? It's good to see you. I never expected y'all to be here. But I did a video earlier this morning. And, you know, abortion is a touchy subject. A lot of people don't want to hear it. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Michelle and I love you guys that support us. It's a hard topic to talk about. It really is. It's a hard topic, and people don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it, they don't want to hear it, and they don't want to know about it. I've tried to talk to my own family, and my family tells me I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear all that evil stuff. Well, you need to hear the evil stuff so you're aware of the evil stuff. You need to hear it. You need to take it into your heart and understand it. Because people, our children are being killed by the thousands every day. Thank God for Michelle at Forbidden Information. Thank God that she has a burden and a passion for our children. Michelle, I salute you, and I will always call you friend. I stand behind you and beside you. I'll stand in front of you in time of danger. But Michelle, we've got to get this word out. And only you and I can do it, along with a couple of others. I'm so glad that we paired up. I'm glad to know you, and I love you like a sister. But I feel the same way about all of you people, all of my subscribers, all of you here in the chat, Jervis, Susie Williams, Tony Patriot, Terry Christ, Drop It Like Scott. I'm going to tell you, people, We love y'all, and we need your support because we're struggling. Tony Patriot, bless his heart. I'm so glad to see he's growing like he is. He's going to hit 1,000 probably before tomorrow. And I think that's just fantastic. I just hope that Michelle and I can grow as well. Tony has grown like a weed in the last couple of months, and he's just knocking them down like gangbusters. And I'm so proud for you, Tony. I really am. I want you to grow. I want you to get big. I want you to do all that you want to do. But Michelle and I also request you to join us, to subscribe, hit the like buttons, make comments. Join us in the fight. Join us in the fight to save our preborn children. Our preborn children are the most important asset that we have in this world. Anybody that would murder a preborn child has to have an evil heart. It's almost impossible to fathom. Being a man, I've had the opportunity, I regret to say, in my life to have someone abort one of my children. And maybe it wasn't my children. Maybe it was somebody else's. I don't know. But the child was aborted and I wasn't even notified until way months after it was already done. I just found out about it by accident. And it broke my heart. Not just broke my heart because my wife had had an affair, but it broke my heart because she got pregnant, not knowing if it was his or mine. And she killed that child. She killed a baby that I was willing to raise, that I was willing to love. I was willing to nurture it. I was ready to take it through its life, plumb up till adulthood. But I wasn't given that opportunity. And there's a lot of people just like me. Michelle talked today about a kid, 16 years old, whose girlfriend wanted to have an abortion. And that poor kid couldn't stand the thought of her killing his baby. Well, I don't know if that baby was mine or not, but she was my wife. And that means that I would have raised that child. It would have been fine with me had I never known that she'd run around on me. But it doesn't matter that she did. All life is precious to me. And I guarantee you this one thing, since the day that I found out that the possibility of one of my children had been aborted, I became pro-choice. I became pro-life. I'm so angry about these pro-choice people, it's stuck in my head. But people, I love y'all. I'm not going to be here for very long. I'm going to get out of here. And I want you to know that I love each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to let somebody else do something. But check out Michelle, Forbidden Information, Tony Patriot. Check them all out. They're all good. Jervis, what a fine man he is. Jake Ryan, the great beard. I'm so glad y'all popped in. I'm going to sign off now, but I want you to know that I love each and every one of you, and I want you to tune in tonight at 9 p.m. to Michelle's Forbidden Information and check out our live stream together. I think it's going to be good. My name's Deplorable Bobby. I love y'all like brothers and sisters. Let's keep the fight. Stay strong. Pray for our children. Pray for each other. And by all means, pray for me, because I desire your prayers. I need it. It's hard. You don't know how hard it is every day, day in and day out, researching all these sad stories about our poor children and about the trafficked and the abused and the exploited and the aborted. It wears on me. It does. But I have the grace of God, and that gets me through. You know, the Holy Spirit sometimes talks to you like a little whisper in your ear. You just have to have the ear to listen. Because I want to be guided by God. I want to live my life in support of our preborn children. I want to dedicate my life to them as I dedicated my channel. Just pray for me that I will find doors open that I can go through where I can make a difference. People, I'm Deplorable Bobby. I love all of you. I got to go. But I'll see you tonight with Michelle at Forbidden Information at 9 p.m. God bless, and God's love to you.